Hey everyone, and welcome back to SG Carmart Reviews. This is the new 4th generation Audi A3, simultaneously offered in both sedan and sportback body styles. So this car is going to draw inevitable comparisons with the Mark 8 Golf. It's built on the same platform and shares many of the same mechanical parts. And of course, this being an Audi, it will also be packed against its German competitors, namely the BMW 1 Series and the Mercedes-Benz A-Class. So, how does the A3 Sportback stack up? From a design perspective, this is a much sharper looking car now. So we have this enlarged new grille with a new design, and we have these crisp and sharp lines that run across the entirety of the car. So overall, I think it's a better looking car than before. It's less stumpy looking than before. However, much like the rest of the Audi range, I would say that the visual changes here are much more evolutionary than revolutionary. The Audi A3 Sportback mild hybrid is priced at $187,635 to $187,733. The 1.5-litre turbocharged mild hybrid engine produces 148 brake horsepower and 250 Nm of torque. The 7-speed transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 km/h in 8.4 seconds. For more details on the Audi A3 Sportback mild hybrid or any other car, head on to sgcarmart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car. Obviously, the main difference between the sedan and sportback body styles is the fact that this is a hatchback. So here we have a fifth door that opens up to a 380-litre boot. So this boot is the same as what you get in a Golf, same as the 1 Series, and just slightly bigger than the A-Class. It is, though, a little bit smaller than the A3 sedan. Still, I think it's a perfectly usable size boot. You know, we can easily fit our big luggage. It won't pass anti-trolley length tests, but for a compact car, you know, I think this is a good size boot. And obviously, being a hatchback, it also means that you can just open it up easily, throw your stuff in. Done. Right, now let's go check out the inside of the car. Here in the rear of the A3, I would say space is adequate. You know, we have decent amounts of legroom and headroom. However, this is a compact car, so don't expect wonders. I think this car will sit 2 people very comfortably and 3 people at a squeeze. So if we slide down to the middle, you can sit here. Unlikely you'll be able to tuck your legs in because this is fairly small space, but yeah, you can sit 3 if you can squeeze a little bit. As far as equipment is concerned, we have 2 USB-C ports here. We have aircon vents, but no dedicated aircon controls. And we have ISOFIX points. I do like that these ISOFIX points, instead of like some flip-up mechanism, it actually slides in and tucks away very neatly, so that's a nice touch. Also here we have 2 cup holders if you need to put your drinks. But yeah, it's a fairly simple interior, but it does the job, right? Now let's go check out the front. Here in the front of the cabin, I would say overall quality is pretty high, and I think it's what you expect from an Audi product, right? So what's new here? We have this new infotainment screen that sits nice and flush with the dashboard. I do like this interface. I think it's a very easy to use, very seamless, and very sort of idiot-proof interface, right? So this also offers you things like your wireless Apple CarPlay, your phone connectivity, so on and so forth. One thing I do like is the fact that we still have some physical control, so mainly things like your aircon, right? So these are the things that you will regularly have to adjust. I like that, you can still just do it here, right? You don't have to dive into the menu, you don't have some weird like slide controls whatsoever. What else? Here we have a wireless charging pad that's nicely tucked away here. And we have this new center cluster, right? So we have this new tiny gear shifter. This is a slight volume control. One thing I must say is, yes, this initially is a little bit weird, you don't have like a gear lever, but I do like it now because I think it gives you a better sense of space here. You can like swing your arm here, you don't hit anything. So it feels a little bit more spacious. And I do like that this is a very simple surface. So one example, typically in Audis you'd find the auto hold button here. Now it's actually tucked away in a menu. So this one is set up in the favorite, so it's called Hold Assist, and basically, it's one of those things where either you have it on or have it off, right? So it actually makes a lot of sense to just leave it here. Either you have it on, have it off, and you don't have to worry about an additional button, and it really just frees up the space here. Also, we have this digital cluster that gives you 2 different view modes. It's fairly standard for all Audis. And one thing I must say is I do like the steering wheel. I like that Audi has retained the physical control. So this is, I think, one of the most idiot-proof steering wheels in the world, right? Everything is exactly where and what you expect it to be. So, volume up, yes, volume down, skip track, everything is very intuitive, and I like that. I like that they are physical control, so it's easier, you have a bit more precision over what you're doing. And yeah, I mean, overall, I think this is a very comfortable space. It's a nice and premium and classy space, and you know, it is an Audi after all. So now let's go take it out for a drive and see how it feels on the road. Like the new Golf, this A3 now uses a 1.5 litre mild hybrid engine. So here we have a very usable 148 brake horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque. So yes, it's not the quickest car in a straight line, but I think you have more than enough day-to-day performance, right? So if you need to overtake on the highway, just put your foot down a little bit. And yes, you get very nice, smooth acceleration. So this is a mild hybrid system, so I think it adds to the overall refinement of the drivetrain. So this car can do like your engine start-stop when you come into a stop. You know, it's a very seamless cut in and cut out of the engine. Additionally, you can also drive with half the cylinders turned off, so that's two-cylinder mode, and the car can actually coast with the engine turned off if let's say you're rolling downhill or something like that. So yeah, no, that really adds to the overall refinement of the drivetrain. I do like that. I do like this drivetrain. I think this is a good drivetrain. As far as comfort is concerned, this car uses a fairly sophisticated multi-link rear suspension, so overall ride composure is pretty good. This car is on the slightly firmer side, but you know, it's still a very comfortable, easy to drive car. You're not really very bothered by sort of any big bumps in the road, so that's nice. That's generally very nice. We also have a lane departure warning system, so in this one, the car is actually able to steer you back into the lane. So if we drift out a little bit, let's try to drift out a little bit. Yes, so the car will actually steer you back into the lane. So that's good. That's helpful, right? And dynamically, I think the car is a nice car to drive. The steering is accurate, not much feel, but pretty accurate. I think overall the body feels quite tight. So it's a nice, comfortable, easy car to drive. And yeah, overall, I think with this A3, you do get a premium drive that I think is very befitting of the premium badge. So the new Audi A3 Sportback, is it a will buy, won't buy, or go try? I think this is a go try. I think the new A3, whether in sedan or Sportback form, I think it's a very capable car. You know, you get a good balance between performance, usability, the premium factor, and all in all, you know, I think if you buy this car, you are getting your money's worth. However, I do think that with a car like this, it's really a case of what you want, what you prefer, right? So if you're shopping specifically within the premium hatchback segment, then yeah, this is a car that's definitely worth considering. Look, I know, compared to the A-Class and the 1 Series, which are its direct German competitors, those offer cheaper Cat A models. However, the price difference really comes from the fact that the gap between Cat A and Cat B COE now is like 23,000, I think. So that's where you're going to see a bulk of the price difference, right? So obviously with this car, you're getting more performance, but I think you're getting a bit more refinement as well. And of course, you know, if you're not so brand conscious, you could just buy a Golf, right? There is that inevitable comparison. However, you know, people buy premium cars for a reason. So I don't think people shopping in this specific segment are really looking at the Golf. And you know, I must say, overall, I do like the new A3. However, I personally prefer the sedan. I think that car looks better. I think, you know, you get a bit more boot space or a little bit more functionality. And I think the main thing with the sedan is that if you're driving that, you don't have to care about people comparing you against the Golf, and that's a win in my books. So yeah, that's the one I'd have. So that's our review of the new Audi A3 Sportback. Do let us know what you think about the car in the comment section below, and like, share and subscribe to our channel to see our upcoming videos as well. Also remember to hit the notification bell and follow us on TikTok. We are at SGCarMart. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!